particularly cater to the girls that secretly like you when they aren't supposed to like you, and they really don't even want you to know that we like you. So the first strange thing we do when we secretly like you is talk shit about other girls. The second secret sign is that we talk about you to other people. Maybe she doesn't talk to you at all. Maybe she looks like she fucking hates you. But you are hearing around the way that she mentions your name.
Here are 3 signs that she's secretly attracted to you. 1. Frequent or sustained eye contact. If you notice that she keeps staring at you or can't take her eyes off of you, it's a bright green light. This could be putting herself in situations to be closer to you within a room or even with schedule alignment. 3. Physical touch. She's finding subtle ways to touch you, meaning things like touching your arm or giving you light little taps or even a hug. There might be a good chance that she wants you to reciprocate.
So gents, are you curious about all the subtle choosing signals that you'll see from women when you're out in a public place? Well, you came to the right place. This is Gentlemen and Scholars, where we discuss dating style and personal development. So if you're into becoming a better version of yourself, definitely make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. We release new videos every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So for today's topic, what we're going over is the top subtle choosing signals that you'll see from women. So really what we're going to do here is, provide, in-depth context with regard to the subtle choosing signals that you'll see from women, and we'll share some of the most common one. So definitely make sure that you stick around until the end. So for my new viewers, I do want to go over really quickly what choosing signals are. Choosing signals, these are indicators of interest that women send out to men, and it can really give the man some confidence that she could be in fact interested, particularly if he sees a cluster, right? So the idea is to not just see one choosing signal, the idea is to see several in succession, and this can give you great confidence that she is in fact interested in you. And really it's something that, you have to develop your emotional intelligence to be able to spot and actually recognize these things, right? And really that just comes with time, just kind of recognizing the patterns, recognizing, the different things that you'll see, and, they can be very subtle. So that's why we made this video. We wanted to make sure that we're focusing and honing in on some of the subtle ones that are very easily missed. So definitely make sure that you stick around and definitely make sure that you take note. So I wanted to break this video down into, direct versus indirect, right? Though these are all subtle, there are going to be some that are, very clearly with reference to you, whereas others, you might not even know if it has anything to do with you, if she's even considering you, or if she's even seen you in a particular case. We want to break these down. We want to give you some context. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So on the list of indirect choosing signals, the first one is going to be proximity, right? So the reason I put this on the list is because in a lot of cases, you're not going to have that opportunity to actually lock eyes with a woman. She might have seen you, but you might not have gotten the opportunity to see her. And she might not give you that opportunity, right? She might not ever look over at you and lock eyes with you, or, really look in your direction to kind of make it obvious. But she'll do little things like come, right over, maybe in the line that you're in, right? Maybe it's a grocery store. She comes over in your line and she specifically comes to that one. Even though there might be another line over there that's, a little bit shorter, she comes over to yours. These are little things that you're going to want to be keen on. And this is super subtle. So I wouldn't, in this particular case, just make a judgment based off of that one thing, but you can also look for some of the other subtle signs. And this can give you, some confidence that she is in fact interested in you. Another indirect sign that you'll see, gents, this is going to be hair twirling. So let's use that example. So she comes over to you while you're in that grocery store line, and she doesn't look at you. She doesn't give you direct eye contact. She doesn't really do much of anything that's super direct. She might twirl her hair, right? And reveal, a sensitive part of her body, right? So her neck, she'll reveal that to you, which releases pheromones, which is very attractive to men. Women know what they're doing, they know how to get men interested, and this is one of the things that they do. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars family, and consider checking out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for free resources, Gentlemen and Scholars merch, book recommendations, consultation services, and our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, where you'll learn personal development tips on how to build a successful life and become the gentleman of your dreams, style tips to develop an eye-catching, attractive, and unique personal avatar, and dating tips to attract, court, and keep the woman of your dreams. Visit the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for more. Now back to the video. Another thing that you may see as well, that is going to be quick glances. This is going to be, more indirect, right? So what I mean by quick glances is that she might not lock eyes with you. So when you go to look over at her, suddenly she's looking, slightly away, right? So she's looking in your vicinity, but she's not looking directly at you. So they might do this as well, and they might do it several times. And that's what you really want to look out for. If she looks at you really quick and then looks away, that could be harmless. That could mean nothing. But if she's doing it constantly, there's a good chance that she is in fact interested in you. So that is a choosing signal as well, and definitely something for you to be, considering. And this, gents, is moving on to my list of more direct choosing signals, right? So that's going to be the strong eye contact, right? So, she'll look at you, she'll lock eyes with you, and she might not even smile, right? So for a lot of you gents, you might think, oh, is she looking at me? Why is she looking over here? In a lot of cases, she is in fact interested in you. She does find something about you appealing. So it's definitely something for you to be keen on, even if she does look away and, never looks in your direction again. If she looks at you, she holds that eye contact with you while you're staring at her. And, maybe you shoot her a smile and she does not smile back. She just, quickly looks away. But then she does some of the other signs on the list. This could mean that she is in fact interested. Another more subtle, but a direct, kind of choosing signal, that's going to be bumping into you. And the reason I put this on the subtle list is because, in a lot of cases, it's not super overt, right? So a more overt example of bumping into you and trying to get your attention is if you're at a bar or a club setting. A woman might actually bump you pretty hard to make sure that, she initiates that interaction. In these settings, women tend to be a little bit more forward, right? Or if it's at, work, for instance, or maybe even a social gathering, it might be something as subtle as, a light touch. It might be just a simple brush past you, just enough to get you to look over your shoulder and, look and see her. She's trying to get your attention. So if she's doing this, this could in fact be a choosing signal, and I would definitely look for other signs as well. And last but not least, for my list of subtle choosing signals, that's going to be initiating conversation. You all might say, wait, Prince, that's pretty direct. That's pretty, not so subtle. In a lot of cases, she's not gonna come right out and express her interest. It could be about something completely random, something completely insignificant, but it's her way of initiating an interaction. And that's the idea. She wants to get your attention and see what you do with it. So, that's her putting herself out there. For instance, at a grocery store, it might be something as little as, hey, your cart's kind of in the way. Maybe you're in a certain aisle and your cart's kind of sticking out. She might be, hey, your cart's kind of in the way. I'm just trying to get past, right? So that is super subtle. And, in a lot of cases, guys are like, oh man, that doesn't mean she's interested in me. And it might not, but that could be, particularly if you see other signs, that could be her trying to get your interest. And that's why I put it on the more subtle list. So definitely something for you gents to consider. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you do have any questions for me, definitely feel free to give a shout. Definitely make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and do it. Hit that notification bell, extremely important, so that you get notified anytime we post, which is daily at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But definitely let us know down below. Have you experienced any of these subtle choosing signals? Are there some that were left off the list? Definitely let us know. Oh, and before I forget, definitely make sure that you check out the Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook. It goes over crucial dating, style, and personal development tips to 10x your progress when it comes to dating, style, and personal development. So if you're struggling with approach anxiety, if you're struggling with, I don't know what to say when I go up to her, you're definitely scared, or maybe you're not super familiar with how to handle that whole courtship process. It goes over comprehensive steps. It also goes over, some ways to get over those limiting beliefs that I know a lot of you gents are dealing with. So, you know, if you want to 10x your game, if you want to get past those things, I highly encourage you to check that out. You can get it completely for free. All right, so I'm giving it away for free. So this means I really want you gents to get this information. I really want you to learn it. And it's something I wrote. It's not, you know, any bot or anything like that that wrote it. So I highly encourage you guys to check it out. You can get it for free on the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website. That's gentlemenandscholarsclub.com. But, you know, with that, until next time, gentlemen and scholars. Hey gents, hope you enjoyed the video. And check out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, free resources, book recommendations, consultation services, and some pretty slick Gentlemen and Scholars merch. GNS hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, and so much more. Until next time, gentlemen and scholars. Hey gents, if you enjoyed this video, check out some bespoke video recommendations here and here. And subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars Club.